live, I'm assuming.
Yes.
That means we're back with the Titan 10k tournament here, Ladon versus Frantic 6 on Clubhouse on the first map, best of 3. See what they have in store for us here. I believe that was Frantic's ban there, so
Yes.
quite interesting that they maybe hadn't seen something from Ladon's other plays. Very, very standard bans coming out here from Ladon, not looking to be targeting anything specific. So let's see what they pick up here. The Goya band coming out from Frantic in the end there, nothing too out of the ordinary there. Ladon looking to be running a fairly standard loadout here. Frantic running with the Wamai and the Jaeger, so a lot of utility now coming out from them. Opting not to go for the bandit, I'm assuming the reasoning behind that would be since stature is in play.
By the looks of taking the Doc, the Jaeger and the Wamai, they're planning to hold Garage with a lot of utility.
Yeah, definitely. No bandit in play, so I'm thinking I believe they're thinking behind is that main wall was a free wall, so why not just give it to them and not let the utility go to waste? Rather just hold it from Garage and hold it from cash. Got the correct settings this time, I hope.
10 seconds left.
There we go. Settings have been set up.
Seconds to insertion.
Has the stream been announced on the Discord?
Stream has been announced.
Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb
Awesome.
and defuse it.
There is a major delay on this stream.
Of about 30 minutes, we believe, by our calculations.
You can stop worrying about grenades now.
Maestro cam going up into cash. How much utility have they placed in rafters? Oh, Byron, that's pretty much it. Maybe one ADS in the corner. Two one eyes on the right. The main wall's already gone open. And I've been wasting no time to get that out of the way.
Reloading my ammo.
Is it possible that Mario might be able to find someone from below here? Maybe if Maestro popped into a camp? Maestro narrowly missing shots onto Mario there. Doesn't seem aware that he did narrowly miss the shot though. Dookie having taken quite a lot of damage on the mute. Extra taking slight damage, but in Raft trying to finds the head of the fish. That's Dr. Raft is cleared out for Ladon. Good control already established. Another minute and 20 seconds on the round. They've gone up pushing up into rafters. One is starting to burn out some of that utility from them, but Thatcher ADS does deal with it. Twix managed to sneak get past the rope. Well, then out comes the C4. C4 misses. But like Sebi's rotating up as well, but the Wamai finds.
What the pixel?
Oh, brilliant player.
Drop the bomb defuse.
Figure absolutely popping off here. Bringing the round back into Frantic's favor, taking control of the diffuser on rafters, and AML's Dookie finished the round off. Late flank from Dookie there, from AML there. Very, very well played there by Figure on the one line.
Okay, stream is not 30 minutes delay.
It's not a 30-minute delay?
Not 30-minute delay.
I'm still confused if that's seconds or milliseconds then.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Alright, so down to basement we go with Frantic 6 on defense, 1 round up. With a great round from Figure. 3 assists and an assist. 3 kills and an assist, excuse me.
Figure absolutely just blocking out that round for Frantic there. Stopping Ladon in their tracks, not being able to push through anything. With just leaving AML and Lulu to get the final couple kills.
10 seconds to insertion. Attackers have located a bomb.
And it's not like it was a bad round for Ladon. They took control of the necessary area. They got rafters fairly quickly. They got the main
Attackers
wall
are
open.
heading out to defuse the bomb.
Figure playing that Wamai so well, stopping them from in their tracks.
Dirt tunnel wall coming open quite early.
Choosing to use the one thermite charge there. Figure playing here. He is aware that it has been opened.
Well,
This leaves.
it makes sense to use a thermite charge on Dirt Tunnel because as they are running 2 hard breaches, so it doesn't affect them much on the front of opening hatches.
Question just is Wamai, not Wamai, my apologies. Is the second hard breach of Ivana going to be able to get all the hatches open without any impact tricking? Correct. They do have the Maestro playing there, and I'm assuming he will have opened up the holes for the impact trick. Yes, he has.
Device is going dark.
Thatcher pushing into the bar area with reasonable amount of control has already been taken here on the middle floor. Fish is aware that there's someone on the kitchen hallway, but it looks like he's choosing not to take the gunfight directly, possibly looking for a C4. C4 does get
On the
that's the hard
thermite.
breach off the board. Let's say he gets refragged through
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
bar hatch.
Bomb located by attackers.
Hivana will be able to open this up. They should, the impact goes up, but it does not stop the Hivana charges. Giving them bar control, but no one in kitchen control, no one is playing on that kitchen hatch.
Nest ready!
Ooh, Wix with a great shot onto Lulu there in the back of Armory.
Drop the bomb.
That's very unfortunate to do there.
Attackers recovered the bomb.
Twix forcing their way into church. AML finds them. AML left in a 2v1 situation. Nothing you could do there. Very, very fast-paced last couple seconds there from Ladon and Frantic. Bringing Ladon to 1-1 on the scoreboard.
Frantic 6 going back down. Oh no, never mind. They're opting to go to gym bedroom this time around.
Again, a lot of a lot of utility now coming out here with the Jaeger and the Wamai, and then the Mute and Mozzie again for drones now. Only planter now, it seems, would be smoke. And there's a possible 6-pick coming out here, but it doesn't look like it.
No 6 picks onto the bandit nor castle for rotates in gym bedroom. Will be interesting to see how they opt to play this objective.
I'm going to be interested to see how they try and keep this pool, this hot tub wall reinforced. There's 2 hard breaches. Only breach denial is Dookie's mute jam, and that's not too hard to stop. Thatcher on the board. I'm going to be very interested to see how they play this.
10 seconds left before insertion.
Ooh, AML taking some early damage and Fish taking some early damage in that prep phase though.
Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb.
It is unfortunate, just bad timing and communication on the part of the players there while doing their setups. Early control looking to be trying to establish here on the TV side. With mine looking to waste a lot of time here. He spots out the drones, so he does know that they're going to be trying to push him here, but it doesn't look like he's opting to go for it. Thermite already on top wall. He goes out, that wall is now open. Dookie playing very aggressively here, but it does not pay off for him. It's just spawning out the leg of Dookie there.
Bomb located by attackers.
Trying to shoot them, but not spawning anything. Heavy is definitely aware of his location. AML losing his life. I'm not sure where that occurred from. Looks like it was
In construction.
through one of the windows.
No, you hopped in through construction window, or try to peek construction window and Thatcher peeking straight back at him.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Unfortunate for him. Steve's Frantic in a 3v1, 3v5 situation here, looking very good for Ladon. Lots of time on the board. Looking to try and clear out this one now. They do have the one. It looks like they are aware of the one. It should be fairly easy considering that the one on the other side. I think it takes a lot of damage on that one, but he is able to find Ivana. He's still putting up a fight here. But back to construction. Still firing at him, but they do finally shut him down. 4v2 for Ladon, looking a minute on the clock. Smoke on site, with Mozzie playing aggressively in the same spot that Dookie got himself to. Next show finding the head of it, just to do a 1v3 situation now. Ladon takes the round. So far we're looking at what? 2-1 I believe.
2-1 to Ladon. Ladon looked extremely strong in this attack on bedroom. We got early map control, got the frags. Not quite sure what the mute was doing, trying to play close on that wall. Probably looking to play aggressive for one early aggressive peak and then getting out of there.
I'm just not sure not taking a bandit if that's the play. Or possibly just putting in a cage just to deal with it.
At the end of the day, the Thatcher will just take the Kate out. So unless you're going to be actively bandit tricking, but it doesn't seem like anyone on Frantic is up to that challenge.
We'll have to see what they can do here. They're going back to cash again. This was the one site where Figure was really able to clutch it up with Frantic a bit there. Let's see. It looks like they're opting to go for the same sort of just giving up the main wall again. Let's see what happens. Very standard reinforcements coming out on the parts of Frantic.
seconds to insertion.
Jammer initiated.
Perimeter team.
5 seconds remaining.
Auto flash going up.
Attackers are moving to defuse the bomb.
Ready.
Adding some protection from grenades.
Figure playing on the same shield,
Ooh.
the same. Oh,
Activating jammer.
killing AML. Where? How did that happen? So it looks like AML tried doing a spawn peek, and then as he backed out of it,
Bomb located
That's
by
a
a
shot.
But Nextro got him, and he's at the wall. Main wall already open, 30 seconds into the round. Could put major pressure onto Frantic.
Doc taking a huge amount of damage on the rafters, but he should be able to heal himself back up if he can find a safe corner, and he does. Thatcher immediately trying to deal with all this combo, gets himself that, but immediately trying to deal with all this utility now, trying to force that online off the shield as it does, Figure getting killed by Ladon
Ooh.
from below. Very, very well played there by Mario. Getting Frantic in a 5v2 situation here. Tried at killing off Fish, just Lulu and Dookie remaining with both with the shotguns. A lot of clutch potential here, but unfortunately Lulu gets killed, just Dookie left. I've got the Nitro, Nitro doesn't find anyone.
attackers recover.
He does find Mario with the SMG-11 though. 5 bullets to the mag. Misses the headshot.
Dancing around in circles.
Taking a bit of a ring around Rosie around this table, but unfortunately 5 shots in the SMG-11. If you don't hit that headshot, then I'm sorry, but it's over for you then.
Well, even if he landed on the first shot, he only had 4 bullets with 3 Ladon members already going for plant and ready to peek. Not looking good for him in that situation, no matter how you play that.
Not looking very good for Frantic here as a whole, this being a very, as you'll agree with me, quite a slightly defender-sided map.
Very, very few maps are attacker-sided, in my opinion, as most maps are defender-sided, as time is always on the defensive side.
Fully agreed with you. So this means that the best that Frantic can possibly hope for is to go 3-3 in this first split here, which is not optimal considering as club with the form Ladon is showing. I'm assuming that they'll be able to carry through with this into their defensive half as well. We'll have to see what happens. Again, looking for a lot of drone denial here, running the Mozzie and the mute combo. Figure going on their own with the visual, opting not to take the one eye.
Frantic only having the 1 win on defense, and that was when Figure clutched up and killed 3 people with some insane play.
We'll have to see if Figure can maybe do that again, or if maybe the other Frantic 6 members can really get into this fight. Right now, this whole game has looked a little bit one-sided towards Ladon, if you'll agree with me.
It seems that way. That could have been the pre-fire that got next to the killer to AML.
On last round. Still very interesting how quickly that happened though. AML definitely wasn't expecting that to happen to him.
Figure back to site.
Looking to be rotating up the main stairs. Fish in the same spot that he was playing in the last one of the basement, I believe, where he got himself the Nitro kill. Is Figure aware that the Thatcher's on that window right there? Because if he is aware, it could be a very easy kill here.
Well, he's well away now.
I don't think the Thatcher is aware that he's playing there. Figure patiently just waiting this out. He chooses to rotate instead.
말보다는 행동이지.
Figure really looking in to waste as much time as he can here and ride as long as possible. It appears they are aware that Figure is here, considering now they're pinching here. The Figure does find the head of Nextra. That's the Thatcher of the board, a very, very important operator, very important player this whole game up off the board. Playing in the gym now. Are they aware that he's rotated there? they do find him there. Mario taking him down to 4, bringing him back to 4 with 1 minute 15 on the clock, and it looks like they've done the complete roam here. They've got all the map control they need in the top floor now. Bet Ladon, I mean Frantic, are really wishing they had brought the Cade for this round now, considering that they would have been able to electric claw the hatches. EML possibly looking for a bit of a flank here. It doesn't look like Ladon or have any flank run watching him. They are not aware, but they do still manage to kill him off there anyway. Leaving Frantic in a 3-4 situation, yeah. 44 well. Kitchen hatch is still closed, so it's looking like it's going to be more of a church.
You lied to me.
Oh, sorry, my apologies. It is open.
Great
getting a
nitro from that.
great. That's my apologies. Finding Strider 2v3 here for Ladon. 15 seconds of the clock. Don't count them out yet. They've still got that powerful G8 from Mario, as he demonstrates there. But Lulu does find Mario, leaving saving in a 2v1 situation.
5 seconds
He doesn't
remaining.
find the shot onto Ducky, and Ducky does. I believe Ducky found him there. Yes.
That was a much better round from Frantic 6. Great wallbang from Ducky in the end there.
Great time wasting there by
Figure on the
Figure.
top floor.
Great time wasting, just constantly rotating around by the gym, then managing to find the Thatcher before getting himself picked off.
That looked like an actual strategy from Frantic. It looks like they're starting to find their feet in this game. Let's see if they're going to keep it going, and let's see how tight this game will actually become.
A very crucial pick getting picked there from Figure. Figure teasing the Cade here. Are they finally going to change it up here? Again, the Cade isn't going to work if the Thatcher is in play, taking the Legion instead. So again, Frantic aren't very determined to keep that wall reinforced.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
I assume Figure is off of the Wamai, bringing the Legion instead Ladon has not been bringing the Capitale, so therefore Jaeger's ADSs will deal with all the devices thrown into garage rafters anyway. And
That
not
is true.
one round on CCTV defense have Ladon attempted to push the dock out of rafters with utility.
They've simply just been fracking him out. As well, they have chosen to
5 seconds to
not take the dock this time, instead taking the Mozzie on the rafters. Assuming
Attackers
for the
are
drone
moving out
denial.
to locate a bomb and defuse it.
This, in my opinion, the slightly better gun. So let's see what they can pull off here. Next, they're going up the same rappel and doing the same method again. Figure playing at the bottom of.
Figure playing Harry Potter.
The question is, are they going to drone him out there? If they don't think to drone him out there, it could net him a free kill here. Action EMP goes up. Looks like they're going for the wall
Attackers have
already.
located a bomb.
Obviously no Cade or any wall denial on the board there. It doesn't appear that they know that Figure's playing in Harry Potter. It could net Figure a free kill when they start to do their push.
Ooh, I had a great shot
Great.
from Fish.
Fish finding the head of Fix there. And he's still just challenging, not giving up yet. Nitro coming out. Is it going to net him a kill? Doesn't appear that he threw it. Holding that Nitro.
Ooh, they know that Figure's there now.
They do know he's playing in Harry Potter now. As he rotated, he's still in that corner. He is pinned down there. Oh no, he's not. He's playing slightly left now. They're playing directly on the very risky position here. CCTV window. First smoke canister comes out, minute 20 in the round. That's small damage. Figure taking damage here, committing to the gunfights, delaying them. But Mario does find the head of Figure. They still don't have the raft control they need, but they do find. Mario does find Fish. Again, leaving Frantic in a 3-4 situation here. AML still on the Jaeger, very powerful gun, and he's in a position where they aren't quite want to see him there.
Oof, the patience game. Pinch between two players.
Again, the problem, a very good positioning there from him to get it
Ooh,
up.
Been located. Attackers
oh no, the team
The
kill.
TK coming from
Attackers
Ladon.
recover the diffuser.
Mario being virtually left with no health. He's down in the 1v1 here. Next shot goes. Mario goes to the plant. Next shot is covering it. Duki gets it.
Unfortunate misread on the plant location from
From Dookie there.
had the C4. Unfortunately goes for default plant behind the server rack, not thinking that they rotated into the other bomb site.
Leaves us 4-2 at the split here, with not looking very optimal here for Frantic 6 on this first map. AML hopping onto the Ash. Nomad coming out here. Ladon not playing any Nomad for the flank and are choosing to just watch the flanks directly. The clash was teased but swaps to the castle. And finally the Capital comes out. But no Wamai to stop any smokes or fireballs.
Well, they're going jump bedroom, so firebolts aren't much of use
Attackers need to locate
to
and
get
defuse
someone
as many
out
bombs
of
as they can.
many positions.
But where they could be used is to force the bandit off of Potsdam wall there.
Well, I have brought out the castle, which in the... I don't even know how to say this correctly in English, wow. It leads to believe that they will be bandit tricking Jacuzzi wall.
So, if Mario isn't careful with his timing, it could actually net them a free kill there possibly. And it will at least guarantee that they can get that wall open from the bandit trigger there, along with the fact the EFP's patch.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Sebi yet to find a kill.
No. Oh, they opted to leave the two walls, two windows to sight as is.
Opting not to let the castle barricades in. Obviously choosing to place them in areas where they can waste a bit more utility, possibly removing AML larger than impact nades. They are aware the Strider is playing in cash. It's cash, the main wall has gone open. That's one thermite charge off the board though. And unlike Ladon, Frantic are only one aim running once. That's only one more reinforced wall that can be opened up here by Frantic. AML looking to possibly come in through stocks, possibly putting an ash charge below if you can find the exact position of that Jaeger. The Jaeger rotates into destruction, that threat no longer there.
I'm not so sure that's a necessary rotate as of yet.
It doesn't look like they're aware he's rotated because they haven't got any drones directly in there yet. They're sending a drone in again now, but it is technically still wasting a lot of time.
Oh no!
Sebi finds
Through
fish
the
through the
drone.
drone hole. Drone hole putting Sebi on the board. That's the Thatcher EM. That's Thatcher off the board, which means that they're not going to be able to get that wall open now. They're going to have to push through either through the windows or from cash side. Strider sitting here on the flank. I'm not sure AML's aware of his positioning, but AML's sitting in stock. Doesn't look like AML's aware that he's here. They still seem to be very preoccupied in cash, not being aware that he has actually dropped down the hatch.
Ooh, some
AML
wall
takes a bit
there.
of damage there from, I believe it was from
From the Valkyrie in the bar.
Valkyrie Bar there. Nextra having a great game so far, 11 for 2. 40 seconds left and they have Ducky in
Attackers
destruction.
located a bomb.
Trying to challenge the smoke on the shield.
The attacker's bomb diffuser
That
has
finds the
been
haze of
dropped.
smoke, but he's very low health. Diffuser is down on the outside. They're gonna have to pick up the Capital.
Attackers
three
Attackers
players
have
of Frantic.
recovered their diffuser.
Mixture does fine. Dakiso just needs AML figure to 15 seconds to try and make it work. The Doctor pushes in but gets killed by the castle.
10 seconds remaining.
Very tough situation here. AML in a 4v1 situation, 6 seconds left. Strider finishes it off.
Peeking from construction, from CCTV window. Oh, exterior plays.
I think what happened there is it's a recurring theme that we've been seeing throughout this tournament is teams not being able to deal with not being able to effectively clear out the roamers fast enough, running out of time, and then the roamer coming back to bite them later on.
I feel like lots of teams do clear the roamers quickly, but then they either stall or they've lost 2 or 3 members of their team.
Definitely.
So I feel the roam game in this tournament so far, where we stand, is super effective.
Hard anchor strats just haven't been the plays during these tournaments. Lulu swapping onto the IQ from the Capital did think about the Hibana there,
Defenders, protect your
opting
bombs
not to go
from
for
being
it.
defused by
They have gone
attackers.
to CCTV this time, so again they will only technically need one hard breacher. As long as Ducky can ensure he does not die. Bandit is looking to do bandit tricking here, opening up some peepholes just to get a bit more sound coming through. Also barricade, a fairly standard window there. Just to ensure that Bandit can play that little bit safer.
Okay. Don't see many teams reinforcing the lounge wall.
That tells me that they're definitely looking at possibly playing someone downstairs to stop
5 seconds remaining.
the bandit from getting killed from below. Figure on the Blackbeard, possibly looking to be sitting on. My assumption would be that he's either going to be sitting on rappel by the main breach, or he's going to be sitting on the window, on cash window.
Holy pick from
Think
Fig
if I-
onto an extra.
Wow, that was a spawn peek, I believe. An attempted spawn peek. Yes, it was.
He tried to climb up ladder or down ladder. Did not go well for him.
Figure smacking him so hard that he fell back down into the oil pit. And with that, they've already got Rafters control, but it looks like they've actually chosen to give up Rafters, assuming that they've just called for control. And there's no rotate in there. They are seemingly aware that they could possibly see someone playing in lounge, but they are. It looks like they're Frantic are very determined to do a full Rafters push here.
Disabling electronics.
Well, if you look at the setup from Ladon, they opted not to even play Rafters.
That is risky. Looks like AML is possibly going to try and do a push up red stairs here. They have got the main breach open. AML looking to push up the red stairs. Never mind. Blackbeard now sitting on Rafters' window. This is a very good position here. Able to cut off anyone who's trying to play on the red stairs there. Smoke of Twix realizes this and rotates back into cash. Mario does find the Blackbeard with the Nitro Skull. Very well played there by him. Fish narrowly missed him. Get a stride over there. Dookie seeing what he can find here. Possibly trying to sneak his bottle as possible. AML has pushed all the way up red. 3-3 situation here. 50 seconds left on the clock. As I say that, they find the head of Mario. Is leaving Twix and Sebi in a not very optimal position here. Just Sebi now on the castle with that to try and deny the plant. Nearly gets killed through the door. Goes for plant, I'm assuming in default by the bomb chassis.
Attackers activating the user.
Sebi being forced into this corner. AML definitely knows he's there.
Just too many angles for Sebi to watch.
Too many angles, not enough time. Much better round there from Frantic, if I may say so. Bring it 5-3. to Ladon. Hopefully, for Frantic's part, they can keep up with this. Because otherwise, it's looking very, very good for Ladon here. Only one round away from map point. Heading to the church, running with a fairly similar loadout here. Swapping the bandit for the castle. Instead, putting Strider onto the vigil to see if he can maybe do a bit more damage with a better gun this time than an arm. Lulu was originally on the buck, but swapping onto the Yana. This could be interesting.
Attackers need to locate and
Obviously with
defuse
Yana now
bombs.
they're going to have a lot more drone capability, a lot more intel. Maybe that will allow them to deal with that roam clear just a bit quicker.
Okay. It's happening. They're going for the SSG roam.
Are they going for... Oh, wow.
At least by the operator loadout. And
Something like
once
that. Let's see.
reinforced early. Yes, that's soft. Same
Choosing-
castle barricade, same reinforcements.
Same hatches being opened up, looking very much looking like the same castle barricades, definitely the SSG roam coming out here.
5 seconds left.
So we'll have to see how prepared Frantic are for this. They have got the Yana, which means they will be able to do a lot of drone work
And defuse the bomb.
in a very short amount of time. So we'll have to see how that really works out for them. Possibly also we could see refrag potential coming off the Yana drone. But putting the visual in bar control, this is very much the SSG roam, exactly the same. You're playing upstairs with the Mozzie. Visual trying to control the bar.
Oh, utility, utility, utility. All of it being wasted, yeah.
And here's the question. Have Frantic realized exactly what they're doing? Blue Hatch looking to open a re. AML finding entry frag on Strider. That is bar control lost.
Frantic doesn't seem to be caring much about this. About the
is just
roam.
Frantic has chosen just to ignore the roamers. Just the stats are playing up there. Obviously aware that someone is listening to you, looking to possibly just ignore this roam clear. The Mozzie does drop down. He is aware there's someone inside. Looks like Yana is aware of the Mozzie position. But he bursts it into the bar and drops all the way down again. Mute playing in the bathroom. Interesting positioning here. He hasn't exactly got a way to drop down into sight quickly, but he is trying to waste as much of their time as possible. Nixtro does find Figure, bringing it out to a 4-4 here, minute and 20 left. Hatches are open. Frantic looks to have the control they need, except they do still need to find a way to deal with Twix playing all the way in strip club. To make sure that he isn't able to do a late flank on them. Kitchen hatch is open. AML looking is sitting here, appearing to be a bit more of a flank watch here with Ash. They are very much aware that Twix is still playing them with strip club side. But Dexter rotates up and finds
Bomb
the
has
Ash.
been located.
It is refragged from outside the door. Lulu yet to use the Yana drone, I believe.
He has,
Looks like-
outside of stock.
My apologies, he has used one on the side of stock. I did not see that. Twix moving into the pool table here, but he hasn't got a way to get into Bob. Throwing a nitro cell onto the castle barricade.
Timing?
Away.
Question mark?
Very bad timing there from Fish, but does still escape with his life. He's very much aware that Twix is there.
10 seconds.
Ducky's on site though,
Drop the bomb.
but Lulu gets killed trying to do the plant.
5 seconds
Ducky
left.
gets the refrag, but he needs to pull out the Guman before he can even go for a plant.
Attackers recover the diffuser.
And they've run out of time.
Operators, you are out of time.
Ladon has just pulled off the SSG roam.
Ladon pulls off the SSG roam, not fully in the way I believe SSG intended it to be done, considering that the defenders did manage to get into sight and start planting. But
Well, it happened to be that Ladon has gone onto map point due to time wasting, which was exactly what the
Exactly.
SSG roam is intended for. It could have gone a lot smoother up top without losing Vigil in the bar and Mute getting trapped in strip club for quite a long time, as Frantic didn't even bother trying to clear him out of there, as he just walked down main stairs at the end of the round.
Again, Ladon putting themselves on map point here. Not looking very good here for Frantic 6.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as
Possibly
many bombs as they can.
not all hope is lost here, but they can still claw this back. I'm gonna have to see what they can do here. But last round here, Strider was able to waste so much of their time trying to find him in cash that they really ran out of time and got kicked off.
Same old. Bandit tricking, setting up. Utility waste from CCTV area.
10 seconds
We'll have
remaining.
to see how the City Burn comes out here. Castle looking to be playing on the
5 seconds remaining.
on brown stairs there. Throwing Castle North Lodge.
Attackers' objective is to
It
locate
looks like
a
they
bomb and
aren't
defuse it.
really anticipating any push through Logic, considering one of the walls is still staffed. All the construction walls are staffed.
Razor wire is deployed. Loading new magazine.
It looks like Frantic are going for the same push here from possible peak here, but he doesn't find AML. It looks like Frantic are doing the same push here, so it's to see if Strider, if they can
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
remove Strider from his position here this time, or if
Attackers
he's just
will
going to
cover
waste
the diffuser.
so much time again like in the previous round.
All set.
Strider with a coconut bra tricks.
Drones ready.
It appears they are using utility to try and force Strider out of his position, and they've immediately forced him back into construction, sending a drone in already, and they are aware that he's no longer in cash. Lightning comes up. Strider's still doing everything he can to waste the time, but they still haven't managed to really take control of cash, even though he's no longer playing in there. Drops down the hatch. Are they aware of it though? It would appear so, as AML is just pushing straight into cash and just holding the angles. AML and Figure both losing a lot of health. And Strider managed to waste about half of Frantic's time just to take control of cash. They still haven't opened up a jacuzzi wall.
Got your flashbang. Devices going live. Drone ready.
Wall looking to be opened up now.
Attackers have located
This
a
round's
bomb.
starting to look a little bit better than it did in the previous time they played here.
Ooh,
AML very much aware of Flick sitting right there on that shield, but he does blind himself.
Setting a charge.
Main wall's still not going up, and they're shooting.
Attackers bomb diffuser has been.
Quick signs a good kill onto the diffuser outside,
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
but Ducky will be able to pick up that really quickly. Castle barricade gets opened up. Castle now playing in the gym. First smoke canister goes out. Also aiming to find AML. But the flank here from Sebi gets Ducky, leaving just Figure and Fish now. Very capable players. Well, not just Figure, very capable player, but in a 5v1 situation, 20 seconds left. Not
oh
shooting them.
no.
Misses almost all of his shots into the Vega there. A flawless round from Ladon to get them the first match. That looked very one-sided towards Ladon during this first map.
That was a great game by Nextro, Mario, and Ladon looking extremely strong. Frantic struggling to find their feet in that game, but we will be back for map 2 in a couple of minutes. And we're back with map 2 with Ladon Esports versus Frantic 6.
Well, at this time, Ladon's starting on the defense. That previous game was fairly one-sided towards Ladon, so we'll have to see if Frantic can answer that playstyle of Ladon. Obviously, Ladon coming out with the Thatcher ban here, opting not to play him here. But my question is Frantic going to be able to adapt to what Ladon was doing to make it not that one-sided? Tackle ban coming out here from Frantic. This tells me they're looking to do a lot of roam game on their defensive side.
Will Frantic be able to take this map and take it to map 3, which will be Theme Park?
Interesting.
Winner of this game will go up against Game of Drones tomorrow for a spot in the grand finals. I lied, not tomorrow. They'll be going up against Game of Drones at 7 tonight.
First spot in the grand final. Again, Frantic doing very standard bans here, the Jackal and the Echo. Goyo ban coming out last.
I feel that's a little bit of a target ban.
I feel like that's just Ladon not wanting to waste a lot of utility. Or, yeah, Ladon on their attack, they just don't want to be wasting that utility. Valkyrie play coming out here. The Fish is perfectly set up to counter that with the IQ, as long as he doesn't get himself picked off too early.
Relatively standard loadout coming out from Frantic. 6th pick from the Valkyrie onto the Mirror. That could be a dangerous play. She is extremely powerful on this map.
Kind of surprised that both
Attackers
teams
need
left
to
her in
locate
play.
and defuse as many bombs as they can.
We'll have to see what they can do here. Obviously, if they are able to identify the position of those mirror windows, which they most likely will, they can, since it's a top floor site, they can just remove them from below. So I'm curious to see if Ladon will have anyone below just to stop that from happening.
Quite a bit of utility coming out towards Statue Trophy side.
Attackers have discovered
Or
the
reinforcements
location
here,
of
but
a bomb.
Statue
10
Trophy
seconds
side.
left.
Looks like they're going to
5
do
seconds left.
heavy roam game here by this side.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
Magnet ready.
Standard mirror windows coming out here. 2 soft walls on site itself. Means
Razor wire going up.
I'm
that means
very confused. Okay, there goes Jaeger into the area, correct area. Sebi just placed a pre-play C4. Yes.
looks like it. It's going to be interesting. Are Frantic going to identify the C4 in time? They have got the IQ scanner, so she should be able to see that if she does her job properly there. But I believe she's in a different area of the map. Yeah, she's on the wrong side of the map. She won't be able to see it. Are Frantic going to identify it's there? Well, Figure doesn't care. You just push straight into the bathroom already. Trying to find the header. Finds the header straight on. Strider. Immediately getting that Astro in bathroom control. Jaeger looks like he's been forced out of there. Very quick roam clear coming out here from Frantic, forcing Jaeger all the way back into sight.
Ooh.
C4 doesn't hit anyone.
Stay clear of BTS line of fire. Bolstering out of phase.
So with a bit of damage done onto Figure, they've managed to force Jaeger back to 90 corner, from control of Trophy and the bedroom. One minute 30 left, looking to do a lot of drone work here. Make sure there's a lot of damage onto AML from 90 corner here.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Ooh.
Does find Figure.
Through the wall even.
IQ of Fish there in a very dangerous position with. Does he find? Misses the head at AML there. Fish pushes up, gets killed by Nixtra. 4-3, yeah. Nixra doing a lot of work here in Jaeger, on the Jaeger and 90 corner. Just stopping them dead in their tracks.
And gone. Taking his 2 kills and left the area.
They don't know if he's actually gone or not. If you look how slowly Ducky's trying to approach this, he doesn't know.
Oh no.
Twix finding AML, Slither's health, there was no chance to survive the smoke canisters. So he's just Lulu and Ducky. 4v2 situation, 25 seconds there. And with not a lot of control of the site itself. Opening Vault Pool here.
15 seconds
Let's see
remaining.
what this does. It certainly has forced Sebi out of his
10 seconds remaining.
location. Lucky pushing in, but Wamai does see him.
5 seconds to go.
Ooh, default bar going down. Nice shot onto,
Ooh,
who was that?
very
Mario.
good kill there by Lulu.
Ooh.
Operators,
But
you have run out
unfortunately,
of time.
if it was not for the time running out there, he would most likely not have been able to survive that. Very well defended there by Ladon. Nixra especially, just getting those frags in 90 corner and just stopping Frantic's push dead in their tracks, even though they managed to find that early pick onto the Legion of Strider, I believe.
Opting to change sites to Trophy Statue this time around. 6 pick from the Vigil onto the castle. Same loadout coming out from Frantic.
So my question is, what setup are they going to do here? Are they going to opt to just reinforce all the bedroom walls? Are they going to do something we've been seeing more recently where you leave the one bedroom wall with the rotation and you place a castle barricade to cover the rotation? Allowing them just to hold that bedroom control just a little bit better. And it's looking more like it's going to be that setup. Ladon, quite interestingly, it looks quite similar to the G2 setup that we saw in EU Pro League when I can't remember which team it played. It'll be interesting to see if they completely open up the middle wall here by the
10
closet.
seconds to insertion.
It appears so. Ladon doing a very G2-esque setup here. Have to see how they can pull it off.
Attackers objective is to
Ladon
locate
seems to
bomb.
take a lot of inspiration from current Pro League teams, which probably is a great idea to do. Frantic looking to set up for a split take. AML going basement side. Ooh.
AML using his first Ash charge, but already in the pushing up basement stairs into the bottom of Astra stairs. Is he looking to do an Astra rush here? Looks very likely the way he's getting live shown up into Astra. Are they aware he's there?
Shut down.
Proximity sensor goes off and he gets shut down. Mario left in a slither of health though. He will get picked up. He does. Frantic looking to do a very heavy rush here. So far, they have been able to hold. Ladon has been able to hold it back. Figure finds the first kill into Sebi. Mario still in a slither, 8 of HP. Hiding in the bathtub.
Oh, the angles are so close.
Strider finds Ducky. That's the hard. That's Thermite off the board, but they have still got the Hibana potential. Still got a lot of frag power. Fish finds Twix. Leaving just in the 3v4 situation for Frantic. Minute and 30 left, and they've got a lot of map control already. Nixra has rotated back onto site, and it looks like someone's pushing up Astra States again. Figure holding that angle beautifully, leaving it now in a Mario in the bathroom. He does manage to surprise Fish, but unfortunately, too many players, too many angles, and he gets picked off. Very well executed there by Frantic to just rush up, do an Astro rush. Completely just wrecking the whole strategy that Ladon had set up there. Mario on the mirror.
Sticking
Possibly
the
look-
trophy again.
Possibly looking to try the same strategy again, same lineup. Love to see what they do. I highly doubt Frantic will try that again because I'm pretty sure Ladon will notice what they're
Defenders,
trying this
protect
time
your
if they
bombs
do it
from being
again.
defused by attackers.
So, for me, Mario looked to show the mirror, trying to trick Frantic into thinking they're going Aviator Games Room.
Bomb located by attackers.
Or they're possibly trying a different strategy. But it looks like the exact same strategy here again. Same reinforcements, same rotate hole, same operators. So let's see how Ladon can see if Frantic can counter this a second time. Or Ladon going to be able to stop the Astro Rush
5 seconds
from
left
occurring
before
this time.
insertion.
Or Frantic possibly going to be playing into the hands
Attackers
of
are moving to defuse a bomb.
Ladon with their G2 Stratia.
You can stop worrying about grenades now. Reloading!
Some early pre-fires coming out from Nightstro.
Not really finding anyone. It looks like they're doing the same push again. Again, going into the basement. Are they going to do the same? It looks like they're going to try and do the same push again. Are Ladon aware that the exact same thing is going to be happening here? It doesn't look like it, considering this. They've still got two players focused on the bedroom itself. Fish holding the cars in the bathroom. Doesn't appear they know that a very similar push is coming this time.
Clear the blast area!
So he has stayed on site as Diego this time. Castle gets picked off early on. Bandwave coming through here. We love to see them.
That is
Finally, the kill feed
quite
comes
the
down.
bandwave.
Fish killing out Mario here. Sebi finds Ducky and Nixtra finds AML. 3v4 situation here for Ladon. Mid and 30 left. Strider still playing in the closet. Do they know he's there? Sophia hops in. It doesn't appear she knows he's... My apologies, IQ hops in. It appears she thinks there is someone playing there. Unfortunately for Strider, he's unable to move. With Lulu holding that crossfire.
Oh, saw his
And she
toes.
finds him.
The attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped.
Oh,
Well,
very bad communication by the team there.
that's gonna cause some rage.
Very, very bad communication there. What
Bomb
was Fish
located by
thinking?
attackers.
Like, you're doing that team kill now. Frantic have placed themselves at a disadvantage. They've got no hard breach. Sebi kills Fish. There's just what's all left on Figure now in a 3v1 situation. 40 seconds left. He's not even in the building.
35
This is not
seconds, full HP for all players on the board, no diffuser, no map control. Not looking good for Frantic.
He does manage to down Nixtra.
Recovered the diffuser.
It is still winnable, but it will be hard. You see where the Jaeger's positioning there? No, he is not.
Sebi,
I would like to see if he missed these shots or he purposely stopped shooting.
nope. A little bit of both.
A little bit of both.
At the end of the day, he got the kill, so
That
can't
is true.
fault him there.
Very, very interesting to me how that TK there is. I think that's really what cost them the round. It just placed them in the disadvantage that they just didn't need.
You gotta give him credit. That was quite the snap.
It was a very good snap. I will agree with that, but unfortunately, it was not onto the person it needed to be onto.
Well, they just killed the person there, so why would there be two in my mind's eye?
Attackers.
So that's got to be some communication issues that will be sorted out quickly within that team.
Figure choosing to take the IQ this time. Ladon having gone back to Aviator, looking to Run the same strategy here with the same mirror windows. So are they going to be able to deal with Nixra in 90 corner this time, or is he just going to be able to do what he did last time and just pick them off and waste their time?
10 seconds to insertion.
Again, a lot of utility coming out to trophy bedroom side. Not a lot of presence in here though.
Attackers are
So far they have Legion on stairs.
And Jaeger, where did he go? He's gone back to sun. Oh, here he comes.
Going back. Frantic a little bit scattered all over the map this time around, not knowing exactly where they would like to push from.
I think they're not sure what to do. Just everything they try, they just get met.
Ooh, he is aware that there's someone on that rappel.
Nixra choosing the wrong corner to shoot there, doesn't find anyone.
Ooh, great
Does.
shot from Nextra onto Figure.
Giving Ladon that early advantage that they were hoping for here. It looks like they've chosen to take control of bedroom. There is no one playing in there. AML is rotating into the basement now, looking to possibly push up Astra stairs. The Legion is aware that it has been opened up there. AML does know the Legion's position. Does Strider know that AML is holding the angle?
Patient game, I guess.
Looks like AML is going to be the first one to move. Pretty sure you can hear the Legion fidgeting and looking around. Oh,
And ML wins out the gunfight.
got the gunfight. He's left with a little bit of HP left. Pushing up Astra stairs. 4v4 situation here. 1 minute 20 seconds on the clock.
Quite a lot of map control for Frantic as well.
But they have still got Nixtra. Where is he playing at 90 corner again? Yes, he is playing at 90 corner again like last time. Maybe he'll be able to pull off what he did last time and just absolutely destroy them from his corner.
Ladon does have the HP advantage.
Nixtra looking possibly just to forfeit 90 corner.
Ooh, great
He
kill
does
behind
find
the
fish, and he rotates back into the side. He's wasted a lot of time. One mirror window has gone open.
Shut down by AML.
Vault doors only open for 20 seconds. Let's just see how mirrors being forced out of position. Just see how he does it. Control coming through, but she has missed the thermite of Ducky. Ducky is inside, but he doesn't have the fuser, so he can't plant.
15 seconds remaining.
Possibly looking to try and find the mirror.
Does he know?
10 seconds remaining.
Oh, the mirror downs Ducky, leaving just Lulu.
5
Is she
seconds
going for the
remaining.
plant? She's going for the plant. Nitro comes out, does it hit? Nitro does not land.
Attackers are activating the diffuser.
And downed.
Defenders have located the diffuser.
Sebi stealing both kills straight from Mario there. Ladon take another round, coming up 3-1.
Defenders disabled the diffuser. Defender mission success.
Both of these maps have been, Ladon has just been looking to be just that little bit more dominant. Obviously, this is a very defender-sided map, so we'll have to see what happens after the round swap in 2 rounds' time. But again, Ladon looking very, very strong here. Getting to dining room this time. Possibly bringing Clash.
Opting to avoid the trophy statue site again, as they cannot seem to get a grip on it. No, they did win it.
They did win it, yes, on the second time.
So that's why they can't go there. So they have to go to their third site, being dining, as they won 2 in a row.
Swapping the pulse onto the castle. No, wait, yes.
And Sledge onto Gridlock. Ooh, I don't know if that's the right call.
Well, they've just lost they've taken away their ability to stop, to get rid of castle barricades.
They didn't take much of their soft breaching away, as Gridlock still has a shotgun, secondary shotgun, and they have the bar.
They do have the bar, but the only thing they've lost is they've lost the ability to remove the castle barricades.
Without having to use projectile breaching. Yeah, she only has 2.
The question is Lulu running breaching charges, knowing that it's kitchen?
Nope.
No.
No breaching charges whatsoever.
10 seconds left.
That's a lot of flashbangs though.
Maybe they can
Seconds to go.
try and single someone out and just throw all their flashbangs at them.
That would be a nightmare for anyone who gets that many flashbangs.
Yeah, just ask that man who was playing in the Spanish league on the other stays in consulate.
Seem to be going for a west side take. Southwest. To be a little bit more specific.
A lot of drone work coming in. No players playing on that side of the map, so they should get control of that fairly quickly once they've finished with their drone work here.
Reloading! Cover me!
Buck looks like he's already taking control of laundry. Oh no, he's just outside laundry door, my apologies.
That's a no. Okay, so Frantic opting not to go for a top floor roam clear, going straight for living room area.
Possibly looking to just brute force their way into sight and then just then have a flank watch.
Bomb located
Only
by
2
attackers.
defenders being on site, it means it will be very possible for them to force their way in there. And then with the
Attackers have
gridlocks,
located a
they
bomb.
should be able to hold the flank quite well.
They are aware the gridlock is coming up. Ooh, smoke canister so early on in the round. Buck is in art storage. Takes down
Buck
Twig.
fi-
Strider with the
Only
refrag onto him
only
out.
one defender on site. They've mostly got the side control. Buck is aware that she's there, but
Missed all his shots.
not quite sure what just happened there. But they are planting. They have got side control. They are aware she's there. Why are they not?
Ooh,
Attackers are activating the bomb
She gets
diffuser.
killed. They've got the
Ladon,
plant now.
what is going on this objective?
Ladon left in a Mario left in a 1v4 retake situation here. Not looking very winnable for him. Of course, he has got Jaeger's gun, but he's wasting a lot of time still trying to see if he can get any vertical picks.
And they know where he is.
20 seconds left for people to find. He finds one. Still can't even get back into the site yet. 13 seconds left. He does manage to find the kill to Lulu, but he's out of time for the diffuser now. All he can do is try and just get some exit frags here. But he doesn't.
Frantic 6 opting to ignore the roamers and just take sight. Working to perfection.
Much better coordination there from the Frantic team. Able to identify that there were only 2 players on site, so it would be much easier just to take the site and just to hold it. Ladon choosing not to go back there, instead going back to Trophy where they had all success. No castle on the board, it looks like.
6th pick.
Possibly onto the castle.
Surely?
Onto
There
the
it is.
Castle. So again, possibly running for the same G2 strat. So the way that Frantic managed to stop that strat last time was
Defenders, protect your
doing an
bombs
Astro
from being
Rush.
defused by attackers.
And then when they went back to that side, Ladon managed to identify the weakness in the strat, managed to stop it from happening. So the question is, what are France going to do this time?
Camera activated.
Not a very hidden bell cam there, but could still give very valuable intel if anyone starts to rush up the staircase.
Haymal's drone on the other side of the map from where they normally push through.
Attackers have located a bomb.
We'll see if that
Half
changes
second.
anything.
5 seconds remaining. Attackers are moving to defuse the bomb.
My question for Ladon is, do you guys have another strat besides this G2 one for the site?
Well, it's worked once,
Once.
lost once. So it doesn't have a bad track record for them currently. So don't change what ain't broke.
True. It looks like they're not going for the rush this time. Looking to do a full bedroom take here. Jaeger's been forced back into Astra, it looks like. Or am I trying to waste as much time as
This
possible?
is not going to be fun.
Like
That is
so
not
many
going to be
flashbacks
fun.
coming in and they force his way in.
By attackers.
There was absolutely nothing you could do there. You could either look at them and get flashed, or look away and get shot from behind. They've taken complete bedroom control now.
Ooh, not a fun time coming
Actually
up
takes
those
a
stairs.
lot of damage there. Ladon in a 3-5 situation here. They've taken a lot of complete bedroom control now. And they've managed to force two of the defenders off the site. No one in Astro. Just all up to Sibian Twix here. Scratch that all up to Twix. On the side of the map. They are aware where he is.
Ooh. So, let's go back to the drawing board on that one, Ladon.
Yeah, unfortunately, Ladon, I think they figured out your strat there.
I think Frantic had a great play, just throwing so much utility into Closet.
The Wamai just couldn't do anything.
That did not look fun to be Wamai in that closet at that moment, if we're being honest right now.
3-3 here at halftime, not looking too bad for Frantic here, actually looking better than it did in the previous map. Fish on the alibi, quite interesting. I think that's a choice more for the gun than anything else there.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
No mirror, but they are opting to open the walls.
Trying to get a similar effect of making it that it's not safe to play study, but with this, there's Frantic running a fairly default shield there on
10 seconds left.
the top of the main stairs.
5
So it
seconds
looks like
left.
Frantic are fairly sure that they've got themselves fairly ready for a study push here.
Attackers must locate and defuse the bomb.
Not much presence on the bedroom side at all. Not even a bit of utility there.
I don't know about having this open. If Ladon have it right, they can rappel on the south balcony and look right into Vault. If my angles are correct. Could be very wrong. Looks like they just cannot see Vault.
I think they just can't see the vault, but they can see everything from the couch and to the left, which means that the rotate hole becomes useless.
We'll see how that one plays out.
Portion of the site that's unplayable. It looks like Ladon are doing a full push from looking to a bedroom push because there's almost zero utility being played there. Mario already taking that Astra
A
control.
bomb has been located.
Not even anyone in 90 corner. Looks like Frantic were very much banking on a study push here. We'll have to see how they can adapt into turning this, adapt to this push from bedroom side. Nade coming out, possibly destroy the shields in the corner.
Less time.
Timed and hits the pillar. Again,
Nope.
misses again. Sorry, Nishtran, gonna have to work on this a bit.
Ooh, dirty angle coming out from AML. Ducky with a nice opening frag onto Mario.
So far, Frantic not looking too phased that Ladon has chosen to push from the bedroom side. Nishtran pushing up onto red landing. He is aware of the shield is watching his position there. Strider taking control of 90. Aware of the angle that came through from the drone pole, but not able to spot anyone. AML still holding the angle.
Ready for impact. Flashbang away.
Does do some damage onto Strider as well.
Magnet activated. Launching drone.
Fish, that would be killed, find the kill on Stokes. Ladon in a 3v5 here, 40 seconds left, not much opportunity.
Ooh.
Ducky finding the head of Nixtro.
That was a great read from Nixtro that someone was flanking, but he just lost the gunfight to Ducky.
Very, very good situation to get full Frantic. Question now is, are they going to turn this into a flawless round, or
Oh,
Ladon
no.
be able to fight back here?
Picked up his mains to his shield and just walks
just
across.
Relocates
Smacks
it.
it back down.
15 seconds to go.
So he does find Ducky, so it is no, cannot be a flawless round anymore. Smoke canister goes out,
Drop.
small bit of damage.
5 seconds remaining.
Smoke gets downed, but AML,
Strider with a double pistol kill.
very good push there from Strider in the end, but in the end AML just positioned too well to be able to deal with the push.
Nice shot from AML to end that.
Frantic looking a lot stronger on the defense here than what they did in the previous map, and see if they can keep going with this, getting themselves the advantage here. Ladon running a fairly default loadout here, the Buck being 6 picks onto the Nomad.
So the alibi seems to work away back into another Frantic strat.
Use as many bombs as they can.
Seem to be quite useful. Lots of intel given from the prismas.
Plus that deployable shield. And also, frankly, a very, very good gun. Two of the prisoners being used in Astro. Frantic running a very different strategy again, opting not to open the same walls.
10 seconds left before insertion.
That's a lot of bait in Astro.
Attackers have located a bomb.
My question is Alibi going to be standing there as well, acting like a Prisma?
Press X'd it out on that one.
Attackers
I would love to see the fish force that all just stands there acting like she's one of the Prismas as well.
Okay, so opting to reinforce the entire bedroom wall.
Giving up the bedroom, it looks like, unless they're going to be brave enough to have someone playing in the bedroom. Fish sitting on Astro stairs, wary of an Astro rush, but it doesn't look like that's what Ladon's planning on doing. Ash taking early control of kitchen and dining. So Ladon looking to do a much more default push onto the main bedroom here.
Not much control being taken outside of kitchen as of yet. Wall is starting to open. It will be impact. Will it be successful?
It does. Oh,
Half
no.
successful.
Partially there.
Could cause enough issues to avoid possible breach
does.
holes.
It does give peak holes from anyone trying to rotate you through.
No. Ash opens the floor below, takes out her own team's. Am I wrong?
No, you are not wrong.
Impressive.
Again, communication errors coming out from the teams here. IQ taking, looking to try an aggressive push here, very much aware of the region's in the corner there. But she does take some damage through the footholds that they've opened up for themselves.
Now, I do believe that was Nomad that gave her a poke.
Figure watching, very, very, very cautious of those peak holes.
Sending magnet. Defense is up.
Figure missing the shots. Nixra gets down and Twix had it in a couple of seconds earlier. 40 seconds left. Mario does manage to find fish. But oh, 3v3 there. They have managed to control a trophy. Ducky managing to kill the Zofia with Figure here to just pick up the pieces.
Figure with a cleanup on the Wamai with the Org. I do believe
really
that takes
liking
it to 3-5.
That does take it to 3-5. Figure playing very well on the Wamai today. Obviously loving the Org.
Seems that Frantic has woken up nicely for the second map here, losing out the first one 7-3 to Ladon.
I think it's just Ladon have been a lot more predictable on this map than what they have on the previous.
Very true on that one.
Pulse opting to go living room instead of to the kitchen. That's quite interesting.
Maybe I'll throw Ladon off just as much as it threw me off.
Very interesting. For those who don't know, the reason why you tend to avoid the site is because once you have top floor control as an attacker, there is literally nowhere the defenders can hide on site. The entire floor can be opened up. As a defender, this site is living hell to defend the moment you lose top floor control. So we'll have to see. Maybe Frantic's got a pocket strat for this that works very well, but we're gonna have to see what they can pull off here.
Well, they open up red hallway and piano, extending the site.
Into piano itself.
All 5 members below currently. We'll see if any roamers decide to head up.
Ladon having quite a lot of vertical potential, having the buck obviously, and then Software having 2 of the impacts.
And Nomad with the breach charges.
And a lot of vertical potential here. They should be able to get a lot of control of the site just from opening up. The question is, are they going to be able to identify that there's no one playing up there? Or are they going to be very caught off guard by this?
They seem to know exactly what's going on.
AML taking a lot of damage, Strider taking a small bit of damage as well. But Ducky does find Strider. Early advantage. Castle drops down into the basement. Looking to do a flank up red stairs here, possibly.
No vertical play.
At all.
A little bit from Nomad. Some vertical presence, anyway.
Very interesting that, oh, the buck takes a huge amount of damage there. I believe it was from the Ducky again.
Loading new mag.
AML finding the head of Mario.
I'm dry.
This round has just not gone the way. Oh, very good impact there from Lulu onto Nixra, leaving Twix and Sebi in a 2v4 situation here. Make that a 1v4 situation here for Sebi. Does manage to down AML. He does find the head of Lulu.
Ooh.
Does manage to down
1v1.
Fish. 1v1 here just against Castle of Figure. Figure does pick up AML though.
AML immediately back on the peak.
Doesn't look like they are aware of exactly where this Nomad is playing. AML on very low health, same with Sebi. But Figure not on the optimal gun. Figure holding the back angle here, sure there isn't a flank.
Slow peak is not the answer there for Sebi. Match point for Frantic.
Very, very well played by Frantic there. Ladon just choosing not to do the vertical play and get side control from the top like they should have.
They brought the operators, they had the utility.
And they just didn't use it.
Towards
Instead-
the end of the round, Buck did I say end of the round, towards the middle of the round, more or less, Buck decided to go up. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he got 1 kill and then he got nitro celled.
I believe so, yes.
So not much vertical play coming out on Villa.
They should have had a lot more vertical presence there.
6th pick onto Warden.
Interesting. That's clearly a direct counter to the Ying.
Warden and Alibi, some unusual operators being brought out by Frantic. Seem to have the ability to do that.
Protect your
Frantic
bombs
obviously
from
very
being
scared of
by
what
attackers.
the Ying's going to be able to pull off here, so taking the Warden just to be on the safe side in case the Ying does do a direct push into site. Figure again popping off 11 for 5. Frantic opening his hole up even more than the previous time.
Very similar setup.
10 seconds left.
Warden, instead of smoke, having the exact same position. Only difference would obviously be the guns and the utility brought.
Gun's not even that different because it's still the same shotgun.
Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
Is he running a shotgun?
No, he's running the MPX.
Ah, okay.
Ladon seemed to spawn for a study take this time around.
With the Ying, I can understand why they would be looking at the study take, because with the Candelas, they should be able to force their way in, but no, it looks like they're rotating to the bedroom again, realizing that
Just playing some running simulator.
Frantic are looking more set up here for the study take again than they are looking for a bedroom take. Oh, but they're running back now.
That's a lot of time wasted.
Just trying to decide where they want to do anything from instead of doing the drone work. Except getting upside down rappel here, trying to see what he can spot up, but not seeing much there.
Scanning for devices and drone activated.
Bomb located by attackers.
Alibi playing in front of a shield, heading back behind
Ladon-
that.
Located a bomb.
And still have not taken control of study. Minute and 30 left, and they haven't gotten any map control. The IQ has managed to take control of piano, but she hasn't really done much down there. She hasn't even really gotten rid of any utility yet. Using the Ying to try and push up the main
Oof.
stairs.
2 of Ladon members have been downed.
Did she walk past
1v4.
Nixtro? That is not the play to walk past the alibi and prone on the staircase.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
Sebi has been picked up again. 2v5 situation here, not looking very good for that, and 45 seconds left. They are aware that there is at least one of them on the belt here. Looks like they're planning to swing here.
Ooh, not looking good for Ducky currently. C4
Ducky
out.
taking a lot of damage. C4 going out,
Not much
but it
damage
does
done.
not hit the target. Ducky does have the option to drop down the hash. He needs to keep himself alive.
Ooh,
Mario
very
does
good.
manage to find Figure.
15 seconds
15
left.
seconds left. They're gonna have to push now.
Attackers dropped the diffuser.
Ducky finds both of them with the shotgun. Frantic take map 2.
Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, another game going all the way through to map 3. It will be on theme park. So let's see who will be playing Game of Drones for their spot in the grand finals. We'll be back soon. Ooh, okay, quick overlay adjustment.
Are we back live?
So, just to clarify about the overlay, it is 1-1 as I have not been provided with that overlay. And obviously, as that's the one overlay I do not have, it will happen every stream. As Murphy has it. So, 1-1, final map being theme park, Ladon on defense, having a major advantage, if I recall.
Look, theme park, as an attacker, it's quite daunting to attack because there's so many angles you try and watch for every single site. It seems like you're always being forced through a doorway where you've got 3 different angles watching you. At least in my experience, that's sort of what it feels like. So we'll have to see how Frantic can deal with that in the first half. But Ladon looking to have quite a bit of the advantage here. I think the interesting thing for this game that we're going to watch now is that there isn't too much play that we've seen on Theme Park from the pros or just in South Africa in general. It's a pretty neglected map.
Well, sick pick from the pulse onto the castle.
That's pretty much usual for Ladon, running castle in almost all of their strats.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Opting to go for initiation office as their primary bomb site. Denying the thermite trick right over there.
Did they do it enough though? Because that thermite not just to still place it. No, it doesn't look like it.
We'll have to wait and see.
We'll have to see how Frantic really approaches this.
10 seconds remaining.
No bandit though, so like impulse mute, so no wall now coming in the first place.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Could it possibly been a small oversight to the side of Ladon?
Defender has left the area of operation.
Valkyrie's looking for a possible run out there, but chooses not to. Very little presence on the site itself. Frantic looking like they're not really sure how they want to attack this. Just doing the drone, they're trying to figure out what they want to do, but it doesn't look like they've got it really sure what they want to do here. Just to say that it looks like Figure and Lulu both dropping down to Cafe Gold. Joined by Sledge, looking like they're doing a heavy Cafe push here. First off, showing out there. Open line of sight all the way into the back of the dorms. The Strider simply drops down instead of risking getting killed. Minute 30 left, a lot of time been wasted here for Frantic, and they still haven't really gained anything for it. Fish did get down by a Nitro Cell though. Figure's taking quite a bit of damage in that as well, but he hasn't been picked up again. Mario just sitting here on the arcade stairs. Oh, is the Fish where he's positioned? Yes, he is, but Mario does still find the frag. Taking 0 damage in that. But he does find the extra, but gets immediately refragged by Strider. That's the hard breacher off the board. Leaving Figure, AML, and Lulu. AML does find Mario. AML put down onto very low health, though. Figure just above half health. It doesn't seem to know that they know that the roam presence on the side of the map is He's cleared out. That's all completely finished. Lulu having sound bug and asking for a rehost after this. So that'll be Frantic using their rehost.
The round will count.
Frigga getting down, leaving just Lulu and AML.
By attackers. 15 seconds to go.
10 seconds left.
10 seconds left.
Swick's playing a very safe, waiting for the push.
Bomb diffuser has been dropped.
Strider managed to find both the final kills, giving the first round to Ladon.
We will be right back. Alright, we are back after the rehost.
Let's hope no one else has a sound glitch anymore.
So the previous round will stand as the action phase did start before the rehost was called.
Goya being 6-picked onto the Echo, and the Cali coming out here from Figure. It's going to be very interesting to see how the play goes.
Frantic really bringing out the odd pick operators.
Being defused by attackers.
Well, to see how they can do it, they've got the Yana here, they've got the they've got the Cali, so definitely not doing everyday picks, but you know what, the Cali does get the job done in places of fashion, and with the Yana you've got a lot of drone potential. It means that you don't have to stress as much about your drone fire. We'll have to see how well they do this though. It's Sega tops will fly of sites of daycare and bunks here.
10 seconds to
From
insertion.
switching Ladon. From Ladon.
5 seconds to insertion.
Maybe using an ADS
Attackers are
shield
moving
usually to
out
keep
to
that
locate a
shield
bomb
alive
and
for Echo
defuse
to
it.
play on.
Jaeger heading below for that roam.
Late reinforcement coming at you from smoke, but you should be relatively safe because no one repelling to the windows. I'm curious how Figure's going to use the Cali here because there aren't really a lot of windows to look into the fight from. We're going to have to see if he's predominantly going to be using that SMG.
Loading mag.
Nitro
Shooting.
well aware that Ash is droning him out currently. Looking to push Cash side.
Very aggressive in the vault here. Unfortunately, he's in a bad position that he needs to ensure that they aren't able to pinch him in that vault because otherwise he's got no way out.
I currently think he has no way out with the Zofia there.
Yana and John coming in to join him out. Figure pushing up quite aggressively with this SMG. They know exactly where Nick's playing.
Ooh, Mario with
Mario
the
with the
crossfire.
crossfire, helping to protect his teammate. Nick should living that a little bit longer and possibly being able to get a pick here. Mario still holding the same angle here, trying to keep Nick alive as long as possible. Nick is aware that there's someone in the bathroom now. The Echo drone being used very aggressively. But Nick does finally get killed by ML. Mario taking a lot of damage, but he's still playing in that same corner. Ooh. Lucky with the frag onto Mario.
The frag onto Mario.
Twig's pushing up a little bit aggressively here with the smoke, not sitting back here. Possibly using to use his smoke canisters onto the connector door there just to try and waste as much time as possible, but I don't know if this is the right position for him with that SMG-11. They have droned him out, they do know, AML definitely knows he's there.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Swapping mags!
Ducky does find Sebi, and he knows the smoke's on his right in the cafe. AML has managed to push into the bunks. Does he know the Echo is there? Echo find them. 3v2 here. They do. Ducky does find Twigs. All down onto the Echo of Strider.
15 seconds left. Attackers activating diffuser.
They're trying everything he can here. He's giving him a bit of a lifeline there, so no way to rotate. He's pinned down there. He'll have to. He manages to rotate through. They do know he's there. He takes a lot of damage, but kills do not come through yet. Try to shoot the wall, trying to see if he can pick anyone off. Nate coming up from the fish here, but Ducky finished it off with a kill on Strider. Unfortunately, nothing the Echo could do there. He was pinned down as hard as he was pinned down. No way to get into the site.
Frantic.
Very good attack there from Frantic. Opting to keep the Cali.
I think the Kali was a prediction for Armory Throne, so they can get one of the 3 possible walls.
Oh wait,
Ooh.
Cali looking to be 650 here.
Maverick gets the job
Maverick.
done.
I think Figure saying that he'll rather just take the Maverick and have a gun that he feels a bit more confident with. Have to see how that works out for them though.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Vigil immediately going into the top floor on a roam, grabbing the hatch. Default reinforcements coming out from everyone else.
You can stop worrying about grenades now.
10 seconds to go. 5 seconds remaining.
Lulu's got the sound bug again, and unfortunately they
Attackers
have
are moving
used
to
their
defuse the bomb.
Frantic
Rehost.
have used their rehost, so unfortunately they cannot really do anything. Unless Ladon would be kind enough to donate it, but I highly doubt they'll be trying to give that advantage to Frantic.
If it runs on backlinks, I'll see it. Don't get so far.
Oh no, Figure.
Well, just when you think it couldn't get worse for Frantic that they've got a player who can't really hear anything, now they've lost fish.
Ready, barricade!
Should play here on top of the Dragon Stairs. Looks like Frantic's having to re-evaluate their push now that they've lost one of their more fragging operators there.
Fish being a good sport about it.
Ducky getting down in the hallway by Nixtro. Getting Frantic in a 3v5 situation after the accidental TK with the grenade.
The attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped.
Lulu choosing to disconnect and see if he can possibly join back. See if he can fix a sound glitch.
AML and Figure sitting on opposite side of the maps, just
waiting.
saving some time, stalling to get their teammate back for the next round.
Trying to get their teammate back in and just talking about what to do differently based on what they've been seeing Ladon do. AML trying to see if he can get some frags here while Figure sits back. Does spot the smoke shield. Smoke definitely does know he's there.
And AML
Set
spots
up
the
the-
Jaeger.
He spots Jaeger, but he doesn't know about the person in control and he gets cut off.
Figure just gonna play for time. Gonna wait out the 50 seconds. Strider going for a bit of a walkabout on the outside of the map.
Strider just exploring the map, seeing maybe if he can bait the Maverick. It looks like Maverick might be taking the bait. See if Figure tries to go for the kill here.
15 seconds left.
Chooses to try and nade him. Will it land? No.
No.
10 seconds to go.
8 seconds left. Is Figure gonna try and get the kill
5
here?
seconds to go.
Aware of the Cade who jumps up, finds the Cade, does find the head of Strider,
Operators, you are out of time.
and that's the end of the round. Yeah, has Lulu managed to join back in time yet?
No, but as far as the rules go, I'm sure he can only join back at the end of the round.
We'll have to see if he joins back by the time operator pick phase is over. He is returned. Back in on the thermite. Ladon's taking a 2-1 lead here. Oh, going to the third round now. Going to initiation room and office again. They did a pretty good hold the last time we went here, so let's see if they can hold, if they can really play it again.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Strider playing on the middle, steady on the castle again. They don't really have they don't have a sledge to deal with these castle barricades, which means that Maverick's either going to have to waste a blowtorch on them.
They do have Ash and Zofia to deal
They
with
do
it.
have Ash and Zofia though. But again, that's a lot of utility burn coming up from the castle here. Quite odd that Semi's choosing to open the to counter the Maverick, the Thermotric there, considering they don't have any wall denial in the first place.
Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
I don't know
Well, they
if
do
this
have
is
mute as the little bit of breach denial.
No, it looks like he's using breach denial. Okay.
Very similar positioning by all the players.
Started choosing to immediately drop down into barrels. IQ.
Ooh.
Oh, she doesn't notice.
Defender has left.
Strider goes for the run up and finds the IQ, fish down, getting Frantic an early lead here in terms of kills, in terms of numbers. No refract coming out from no one being in a position to support her there, support fish there.
A bomb has been located.
Looking like Frantic's probably going to try cash push again like they did in the previous round. No, sorry, my apologies. In the previous round, they did try the cafe push, but it didn't really work. Too many roamers on that side. But it looks like they're trying to do the cash side. Mute looking to rotate, possibly for a Nitro Cell. Are they aware of his presence down there, though? They are not, and gets a good kill into Ducky.
Ooh.
Very, very good kill into AML there.
C4 taking half of Lulu's HP from below. Nice shot from Strider onto Figure.
Giving Lulu a
This is the last
1-5.
player.
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
Strider with the final kill onto Lulu. Very, very well played there by Ladon. Not even letting Frantic really get deep into the building, let alone fire back and shoot back. So at least on a 3-1 start here for Ladon. Still a couple rounds before the swap. The question is, are Frantic going to even this out on 3-3? Was the best they can after this round? Is it possibly going to be that the best they can hope for is a 4-2? Fish teasing the knock there, swapping back onto the Yana.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Sight didn't go too well for Ladon the first time around, I do believe.
No, first time around it did not go very well for them. The Roman's getting pinched quite with Mixture getting pinched in the vault. See if they can maybe hold it a little bit different
Bomb
this time.
located by attackers. 10 seconds to insertion.
Looking for a very, very similar setup here.
5 seconds remaining.
Same foil shield, I'm assuming it'll be the Echo in the same position there again.
Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
And they're trying to place their drones in areas where he can really support his team. Yana doing a very aggressive roam clear at the bottom there with her drone. Just checking what she can find, but she can't really find anyone. Runs out of time. Ducky taking a huge amount of damage trying to enter into the building there. Quite a long shot, I believe. Extra. Ducky does manage to push into the cafe with that being shot. Here's a yokai standing right there though. So I have to see that that's been killed.
Not really much roamers at the bottom. Well, no roamers on the bottom floor. Not much presence in cafe arcade area.
The roamers still playing there by initiation offer.
Good nade coming out from Yana.
Downing them. Echo, but I don't believe she knows the Echo was down. Wait, no. They didn't know the Echo was down because the points are, of course, not on him. But leaving Strider on very low HP, 20 HP back. AML sitting on yellow stairs. Next, getting the first one onto Ducky. Fish into possibly. Fish is obviously in the site here. Next, finding AML.
I'm reloading.
Fish missing the shot onto the Twix, but does finally find him with the pistol. Gets instantly refragged. And these figure in a 3v1 here against Mario and Strider. He does find Strider, doing just next turn Mario. Jet in hand. Very, very, very capable player with a very capable gun. He's got 30 seconds to find the loath and he has got the diffuser on the side now. But unfortunately the pistol just wins out against the G8 there. Mixture winning the round for Ladon.
This is starting to look like Ladon is going to be taking quite an advantage and a lead into the second half of this map.
Looks a bit like Ladon is starting to run away with this. The question is, are Frantic able to take us to a 4-2 or is it going to be a 5-1 split?
Frantic will be hoping that they can take it back, but it is going to be difficult with the Armory Throne Room as the objective. With no Thatcher and 2 electrified breach denials.
So realistically, they're going to have to send a nade over that wall to try and get rid of the bandit batteries. I do believe there is a Jaeger in play, yes. So, the question is the Jaeger going to be their Jaeger tricking to stop them from destroying the ADS, from burning out the ADSs? That's obviously not something you see very often. I'll actually be quite interested to see that one ADS going down by the door then, not being used to stop grenades from going through.
Seconds remaining.
Mixture having an amazing game so far on the Jaeger.
5 seconds to insertion. Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
Position device.
Not much of a top floor roam presence from Ladon.
Swapping to Gemini.
A lot of drone work coming out here. Not really too much pressure onto the roamers yet. It does appear they know that the Vigil is playing in Drug Lab. In the Drug Lab area, but doesn't put any pressure on. But here we go. Trying to get a beautiful kill on the Ducky there. AML not really hunting for the refrag there, just passively trying to hold an angle. Leave onto the drone hole there.
I'll grab a time to ring some ears.
Yana joining in, always trying to single this Vigil out. Vigil is aware of AML repositioning. Doesn't have the underdrunk coming through, followed by Figure on the 3 people hunting down the blue. This is wasting a lot of time on Frantic. It looks like Vigil has managed to get out of there. He's wasted a lot of time, escaped with his life, and killed Ducky.
Defender has left the designated staging area.
Needs to find another frag onto Fish on top of OK stairs.
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
They have got the one side wall open though from barrels, which means that they do have the potential to do a really good push here. But with 30 seconds left, 5v3, 2 roamers still running
Attackers
around,
dropped the bomb.
possibly coming for late flanks.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
Not looking like a very good situation for them here. One smoke canister has gone out to delay their push. Looks like Mixture is now waiting for it.
Attackers dropped the diffuser.
Maybe finds AML, we need a 5v2 situation here. Smoke kills Lulu and Twix finishes off with the Figure. Taking a final score, 5 after a flawless round for Ladon, for my ad, to 5-1 on a swell. This is not looking very good for Frantic at the moment.
Twix teasing the Amaru pick there.
What do you think? Do you think Ladon are going to run away with this? Only 2 more rounds that they need to really win.
Only real time we'll be able to see is once we see how strong Frantic looks on defense. If they look anywhere as strong as Ladon did, it's going to be a tough one for. It's going to be a tough call.
Ladon is looking very prepared with their defense and strats, obviously, so we're going to have to see how well they do with their attacks. I'm curious if they're as prepared with their attacks as they are with the defense, but with Frantic have just got strats that are just going to rip apart Ladon's attack. Interesting placement of the smoke shield there, not fully placed in the doorway.
I think it's actually very clever how they place the smoke there. Normally if a team were to place a shield similar to that, they would have an ADS on the wall that would still prevent the shield from being destroyed.
What's quite curious is there's no ADS there. So maybe it's just a bit of a force of habit from the smoke to place it like that.
ML does not have any more ADSs. Oh.
You're getting an early kill onto Ducky there. Where was that from?
From break room window.
From break room window all the way through. Wow. Places France going only disadvantage. They've lost their roamer controlling dorm side. Well, might have fallen back into cash. Or drone hold angle coming out here doesn't really do much onto the buck. Backtracks do go through burning out the Walmart ADSs. Oh, and the nade doesn't actually roll through the drone hole, unfortunately, for Ladon. Is that a Maverick trigger spot happening? It appears it is.
It does not seem to be going very fast and efficient on this.
Maybe he's a little out of practice, you know? Oh, the smoke's obviously holding that, waiting for you to look through. Oh, very well played there by Strider to hold that angle. I think it does find next to the AML Fish refragging, bring it 3-2 with Sebi, thanks to Sebi for killing Fish. AML on very, very low health. Figure obviously being full health and good position there. Also, two very powerful guns here in the Warmire and the Jaeger. We'll have to see exactly what happens next. They do know Figure is there. He does do some damage onto Mario, but taking a lot of damage himself.
no.
The nade comes out, no chance. He does make it out, and he manages to find Mario. Well, mine just goes up just to make sure that another nade or impact can't come and deal with him. Oh, he barely misses out on the feet of Strider there. Both the Frantic players are very low HP, so one shot should be enough to kill him, but the Figure does find Strider.
10 seconds.
Sebi does manage to find Figure. Sebi clutches it up for Ladon there. Taking it onto match point for Ladon. If I was Frantic right now, I'd be very scared.
That's map point, match point. Frantic have to pretty much go flawless through the rest of this game.
I'd be very scared if I was Frantic right now. With the form that Ladon has had during this entire map, it's looking like they're just so much better prepared for this than what Frantic has been.
Ladon is looking almost unbeatable on Theme Park right now.
So I'll have to wait and see now exactly what Frantic manages to do here, but
Attackers need to locate and
I
defuse
don't
the
know.
bomb.
In the back of my head, it suddenly just tells me that Ladon's got every advantage right now. They've just seemed so prepared for this.
Ladon truly have momentum going forward into this. We'll have to see what Frantic is going to come back with. Surely they have an answer.
Surely, hopefully, maybe, just maybe. Looking again, going for a
10
very
seconds
similar
left
setup,
before insertion.
not really changing anything.
5 seconds left.
Although they
before
do have Figure on the alibi this time instead of being on the bomb. Obviously, just
Attackers are moving out to
obviously
locate a bomb and defuse
using
it.
that to get a bit more intel, I believe. We'll have to see how well that works out for them, though.
Always have room. Always.
And you're getting very aggressive here in the break room. Doesn't appear that the Buck knew he was really in there.
That's the same pre-fire the Buck went for last round and got the mute.
Yes.
Bomb
was he trying
located
that
by
again?
attackers.
Like he's realizing he's sitting underneath an open hatch there. Not great positioning if you ask me.
Well, it sounds of it, he was going for a C4.
Could be a
Attackers
possibility.
located a bomb.
All four of the attackers looking to drop through control room here. Try to ready in control room. Very aggressively trying to see if he can maybe just
Attackers drop.
find some head. See if this stuff, but if Nitro comes up, Nitro misses. Fish does manage to find Sabi on the other end of the map though.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
Strider in quite a precarious situation there where he's got two guns looking at the same door that he's trying to push into.
Attackers dropped the bomb
Figure
diffuser.
managed to sneak up behind Strider. Mario managed to find frag onto Ducky. He does seem to know that Figure's there, but he's not entirely sure where. Figure just reverses his way out of it. Or narrowly misses the shots onto Mario's head there. Mixer's taking a lot of damage from Figure. Figure's not full health and he does manage to find.
Reload!
He's Mario in a 1v4 situation here.
Mario opting to just leave that scenario. Just gonna
Mario
go.
saving the-
Just gonna go save some time. Have a quick unofficial timeout, most likely. Just get their things together, calm the team down, claim the match.
Drink a spot of tea, you know. Look, if anything of this round shows what Frantic's form is capable of, they're just gonna have to keep doing this now for the next 4 rounds afterwards just to get it to overtime. Frantic cannot afford a single slip up at the moment, and that is not good for them at all right now.
Cover me, reloading!
15 seconds left. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds to go.
You're trying to just see where he is. Mario does find Legion though, unfortunate for Fish Game. Spoiling the KD,
Operators,
but
you have run out of time.
that takes a round to Frantic. Maybe, hopefully, it leaves a little bit of the pressure on them, but still, that's a lot of pressure for them to go to still flawlessly for the next couple of rounds.
That looked like a much more solid round from Frantic. Let's see, is that the start of the comeback?
Is it the start of a great comeback, or was it a one-time thing?
Figure sticking the alibi. Seem to be having a lot of fun on her today.
Ladon running with this, opting to go with the same loadout here, so obviously feeling that they didn't need to make a loadout change. Whatever they talked about in their little timeout there, it definitely wasn't. Wait. Okay. Seems to run the Thermite instead of the Maverick. We'll have to see how well that works out for Ladon this
Defenders,
time.
protect your bombs from being defused by attackers. Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
Camera activated.
Mute jam has been used to hold an hour again. The team's not really eager to run Bandit here for some reason.
Very aggressive shield placement from Figure there.
10 seconds to insertion.
Placing the alibi in the corner there. Quite interesting.
5 seconds to go.
Stay clear of GPS line of fire.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
Echo coming out here
Bomb
from
located by attackers.
on Lulu. Not placing a shield the same way that Ladon did, so possibly looking to use that Echo just a little bit more aggressively.
Camera in position. Deploying my trump card. Deploying ABS!
Same pre-fire coming out from the butt here. Not managing to find anything except the Prisma. Buck throwing a flashbang in, very aware that there's probably someone watching that window that he's on now.
Changing mags.
One thing he does need to be cautious about is the run out from below, but it doesn't look like Frantic's got any players down there in position for the run out.
Detected. Second floor. Signed.
2 minutes in, Ladon have managed control of Cafe. Running a very aggressive angle here. Missed the shots though.
Reload! Outbound found. Second floor. Loading mag.
Really taking a bit of damage there. Strider's taking a lot of damage on his side. Fish picking up the first frag for his team, Lulu picking up the second. Mario took some energy to find the refrags onto Fish and onto Lulu, but Twisk is down by Figure. Still by Figure. Oh no!
Mario
Yeah.
just opting not
Mario.
to shoot.
Mario, that was not the play there, I'm sorry. Saving it from the 1v3 here. Figure absolutely going crazy here on them. Alibi. Sebi does manage to find Ducky being very aggressive there with the SMG-11. Unfortunately, a bit more than he could chew there. Couldn't really stick it out. Sebi obviously having clutched out the 1v2 in the previous time he was in this situation. See if he can pull it off this time. AMR holding an aggressive angle, finds his head.
That's a nope on the clutch there.
Very unfortunate there for Mario, just not pulling the trigger when he saw the alibi.
He was caught mid-reload with his primary out, pulls out the secondary, and just looks at him.
He just doesn't shoot.
Curious as to Was he trying to go for a one tap, or what was happening there?
I think he just got very caught out by surprise, if you ask me. I don't think Dookie would have, I mean, Figure would have liked it very much if he did one tap there.
I feel that round would have gone completely differently if Figure was dropped there and not Mario.
If Figure was killed there, that round would have been a much more advantageous position, I believe.
Anyway, 6 pick from the Pulse onto the Legion.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Frantic slowly starting to bring it back, but not still on the defense, not looking as oppressive as what Ladon were. But it is working for them. They are nonetheless slowly starting to claw their way back.
Just
Hopefully for
remember,
them, they
one slip up, one round, and they're out.
This is a pressure that they do know. Again, a slight inconvenience here for them. They're not running a cage, which means that
10 seconds to
it
go.
will be just a little bit easier to deal with the walls.
5
They have
seconds
got the
to
mute
go.
chamber to deny the final wall, but that means they are going to have to
Attackers are moving out
make
to
sure that
locate
they
a bomb and defuse
can
it.
stop those nades from coming through.
Enough prancing around. Time to take them down. ATS up and running. We're early here yet.
Split spawn from Ladon.
Looks like Ladin are opting to go for the stop floor roam clear here from control room side. Bandit rotating downstairs towards drug lab. Bandit taking in the no snow storage with mute this supporting the drug lab itself. It doesn't appear that Frantic really knows that the top floor coverage. No, not sorry. My apologies, not Frantic. Ladin really knows that there's no one playing the top floor. It's a lot of time being wasted while they're trying to find the roamers. Looks like Buck is starting to do some vertical play here. Takes a bit of damage there from below.
Full top floor control from Ladon currently.
1 minute 40. Mike, I'm curious, do they know that they have maintenance control, that maintenance is empty?
Grenade out!
Because if they know maintenance is empty, it should be quite easy to open that wall up.
Figure makes his position known as he does take down Twix. Mario gets the refrag onto Ducky.
Figure's still playing in by the no snow though. The question is, do they know he's there? Because he could be in position. It does appear so. Nomad is air jamming off that bathroom. Fish does find Nick next road, leaving just Mario and Strider and Sabi in a 3v4 situation here. Figure again killing Mario, controlling the team. He manages to pull the flank off onto Sebi, very unfortunate, leaving Strider in a 1v4 here. Not having the diffuser with him, 27 seconds left, no walls open. Not looking very good.
Yellow wall is open.
Yellow wall is open. Figure finally goes down, but is it going to be enough? No, it is not. Lulu with the final frag there. This map is looking very, very defender-sided at the moment.
Frantic looking a lot stronger than they did on attack. Bringing it back. 2 rounds to go.
So the question is, if Frantic managed to bring this back to match point, who's defending first again on the defense? After the overtime. Because if I'm working this out correctly, it means that whoever's on the defense first with the overtime is going to have the advantage.
attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Going for initiation office here. Choosing to reinforce the thermite wall instead of just opening it up.
That won't stop it though.
Nope. No wall denial.
5 seconds remaining. Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
So that wall's obviously been put there to stop Nixtro from his pre-fire then. So the question is, I think, correct me if you think I'm wrong here, but I think if Ladon can take control of dorms and bunks, manage to clear out Figure, who's been playing absolutely insanely this entire game, are they going to be able to, since this walls can just be open with nothing to stop them, it should be easy enough for Ladon to take control of the sites. Figure getting spotted out in the drone. Keep getting supported here by Ducky.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Does know the honor drone's there. Strider does immediately swing, but does miss Figure. Figure chooses to fall back into bunks, knowing that he's in a bad position there. Drone does spot him out, but I'm not sure it's spotted out Ducky in the vigil. Figure chooses to fall back into the site. Ducky all alone when he drops down, evading the fire. They aren't aware that... Oh, never mind, Strider does find Ducky anyway.
They were aware.
So, 1 minute 20 seconds left. Ladon have got control of the area around the site here. And there's nothing to stop them from opening the wall, so the question is how well we're going to be able to do this now.
There goes your thermite trick.
Where's the Legion? Legion playing control, but Figure's downstairs, possibly looking for a late rotate here, or it might be just pushing back up to Dragon. Initiation wall has been opened up, which means Smoke is having to use his defensive canister quite early on. Figure does find Nixtro with the Nixtro there, playing all the way from Dragon Hallway.
Bomb located by attackers.
Strider has to push his way into the small box behind him. But Fish does manage to find Lauren. Oh, your Strider is still up and running behind him. On the half wall. Shield does go down, 2 people stuck in control. It looks like they're planting behind the shield here. AML does manage to find Twigs. 4v1 here with the plant going down.
Attackers are
They do manage to stop him as he plants.
protect the defuse. Position compromised.
Very well played there from Frantic 6. Just to hold on to the site.
Defenders disabled the diffuser.
It looks, I don't want to give it a cast as curse here, but it looks like Frantic are really pulling off the comeback.
That was a lot that happened.
That whole round happened very quickly, but something I've been noticing these past couple rounds is that Figure really pulling through for his team here, getting those also important couple kill early frags, just wasting as much time as possible.
Is this going to overtime?
Possibly.
Is Frantic gonna take this so far back from 6-1 down?
I think it's a little bit tense in both of these teams' voice chats right now. Ladon probably saying to themselves, guys, we're throwing this, and
Frantic's just trying to rile themselves up.
Frantic's just trying to do everything, just trying to talk everyone calm and just keep everyone focused, as focused as possible. Lulu not having the greatest game, Figure really clutching it up for his team here because he's pulling it back. I'm kind of scared to see what happens if Figure gets picked off quite early from Frantic's side, and all the rest of the team will pull it back. And the way that
Bomb located by
it
attackers.
looks as if Figure's been playing, it almost looks as if Figure's been the person controlling the match for Frantic here.
Deploying razor wire.
This is just an outstanding comeback so far from Frantic. Took all the momentum straight away from Ladon and took all of it for themselves.
Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
Frantic going and proving me wrong on my Ladon looking almost unbeatable on Theme Park, and decided to just go take it all the way back.
It's been such a defender-sided map.
If I'm not
Actually
mistaken,
incredible.
2 rounds of all of this.
Have been won by attackers.
Yeah.
That's incredible. So if I may do some quick maths, I know my maths is terrible, but so far we've had 11 rounds. So that means only 18% of the rounds have been won by the attackers. That's incredibly low. Ladon are going to be trying as hard as they can this round, but I don't think they want this to go to overtime. Strider getting very aggressive here. Already taking control. Fish finding an early kill onto Nextro here.
Nextro doing the same thing every single round, just repelling on the break room walls.
Ooh, Strider taking some damage. They're trying to pop it off. Manages to stun himself with his own Sophia charge. Nade does come out. Oh, but he does find Strider. Ducky, but the second nade comes through. Figure finding Twix. All in the 1v3 in a matter of seconds here for Ladon. Sebi in a very bad situation. AML playing on yellow stairs, able to hold the rotate through the connector hallway. Sebi doesn't know where is safe and where he can walk now. He's got a lot of work on his hands here.
All of the pressure that you could ever imagine has just been thrown on Sebi's shoulders. Fish being really mean.
Fish holding some very cheeky peek holes here. And he uses it, but it does miss. But they are aware they've got him boxed into this corner.
And AML gets it through the drone hole.
The comeback
Of
from
the
Frantic.
tournament.
Now my question is, who's on defense first now? Overtime, Frantic defending first. This gives them the advantage, unless Ladon can ensure that they win one of these 2 attacks they're gonna have to do.
That is insane.
Ladon are really gonna have to think something outside the box here, because they've only got 1 defensive round. Assuming that they win that round, which is looking very likely at the moment, they're gonna have to win one of these attacks.
So Ladon in a very disadvantaged position by being on attack first in a game where only 2 attacks have been won in total. They have won one before, so can they repeat that process?
Defused by attackers.
Can they do what they did that round? Players on Ladon probably wishing Lulu had the sound bug again or something. Or maybe wishing that Figure had the sound bug.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Frantic running the exact same setup they have for pretty much every single round before this, every time they win initiation. So, let's see, does Ladon finally adapt to what they're doing and do it right?
10 seconds remaining.
Or Frantic placing themselves in an very early advantage here for this overtime.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
let's see, very west side dominant spawn here. In fact, everyone spawned down the west.
It looks like Ladon's doing the same push as what they've been trying the past couple of rounds. Onto initiations. Let's see what they can do here.
Well, already something different coming out from Nextra, not on the break room rappel.
Not going for that break room repel pre-fire. All 5 of the players looking to try and push into the cafe here. Figure's trying to hold it back. Yes, he can be able to. He does some damage onto Nextra there, but the softball eating most of the damage from the bullets. Nextra's taking a lot of damage, but Figure's still being full health. Oh,
How was that not a headshot?
Wall does go open, then Figure does find the kill onto Zofia. Holds the angle, knows there's someone else there. Nate comes up, forces him up, and Figure gets killed.
Okay.
Ducky gets a refrag onto Twix. Giving us a 2v3 here. Figure is out of the board, but AML and Ducky and Lulu are still up here. All 3 very capable players. Echo Jones still alive as well. Nextra and Sebi. They do still have hard breach potential, so they can manipulate the side a bit more. Nextra being quite low on health though.
Is poor Sebi gonna be left in another 1v3?
For his case, I hope not.
Ducky deciding he's just gonna fall back to side. Just take the advantage of the man advantage. A little bit more than before. Is he gonna be playing it aggressively though, or will Frantic just sit and wait for them?
It looks like Sebi is rotating to try and get the wall open. Flash gets eaten out by the...
I don't know.
Who am I? Echo Drone. Just constantly giving a little bit of intel there. They are aware that wall is about to go open. He's sitting very aggressively there. Players are frantic, just waiting. AML finds Nextra, leaving Sebi in a 1v3. Can he pull it off? Or is it going to be a very big advantage here to Frantic going to the next round? So he managed to find one on Ducky. He knows where Lulu is. Does he know where AML is? Gets ready, throws a flashbang, goes to swing onto Lulu.
Nope.
Crossfire kills him off. Lulu didn't even get blinded by the flash. That is very unfortunate for Sebi there. So, with that round being won by defense again, that means that Ladon are at a huge disadvantage here. They have to take this round, and then they're going to have to win an attack in the end.
This is an insane comeback from 6-1 down to 7-6 lead.
With overtime match point now for them, it's looking unbelievable. Frantic are going to be Frantic in their voice chat now. I can just imagine how happy they are. And Ladon, it's just them just trying to figure out what's going wrong.
Ladon will not be happy if they do not bring this one back. I don't think they'll be happy with their results anyway.
Ladon they've lost 6 rounds in a row now.
Attackers need to locate.
Sorry, not 6 rounds in a row. They did win one attack.
No, they lost 6 rounds in a row. They won their first attack, taking it to 6-1. And then Frantic decided they're done losing.
And just came back. If Ladon loses this, they are going to be shouting at themselves that it was the throw of the century. They could not have been in a more prime position to win this match, and now they've allowed Frantic to get themselves into match point.
10 seconds to insertion.
Ladon looking like they're going for the
5 seconds left.
same defensive strategy they used in the previous round.
Attackers are heading out to the
So let's see, are Frantic going to be able to finally win an attack here? Or is it going to go to the next match point with Frantic being on the defense again? Sneaky punch rolls coming out here from Mario and Diego.
Frantic having a very widespread attack. Unsure of what they're trying to take control of by the looks of it. Coming to a group decision to go to the east side.
Obviously, it looks like Frantic are trying to avoid the roam game here, but I see that.
Defender has left the area of
Oh,
operations.
Strider goes to the
Defender
runouts again, but unfortunately doesn't find anyone this time. A little bit too late.
He tried.
They're trying to avoid the roam game here from Ladon by going towards the cache site, but what they're doing now is they're filtering themselves into an area where they're going to have to burn a lot of utility and setting Strider up for a possible flank here. Currently hiding down in the no storage.
Very slow pushes coming from Frantic right about now. Maverick is the first one in the building with a minute 20 left on the clock.
Torches a go. Claymore is up.
Some Maverick holes open up here, not just peak holes. Oh, here we go, looking to do a Maverick trick now. So he's seeing if he can maybe spot someone peeking through. Doesn't look like anyone's trying to brave enough to try and peek that. Oh! Does see the feed of the thermite, but does miss out the shots.
Drop the diffuser.
Ooh,
Nixtra gets a kill onto the thermite.
that is a
Wall
big
will stay
C4.
close. Very big advantage now for Ladon. No way into the site besides the doorways. There'll be an easy crossfire to hold on to. Although they do still have Figure up, who has been popping off his entire game. AML and Ash and Ducky, a lot of fragging potential there. Figure gets killed, AML gets killed as well, Ducky gets killed.
Flawless round from Ladon.
Again, now Ladon... This is Ladon's last chance now. Frantic as well, last chance. Advantage does lie with Frantic right now. It is a defensive round. What are Ladon going to pull out the bag here? Try and get themselves this one attack round that they've been struggling with. Looking like a very similar loadout coming out here.
The very last round possible, and Frantic have the major advantage by being on defense.
Are we going to see a possible 6-pick? Maybe a Monty. There we go. Okay. Wait. Yes. Okay. So Ladon are throwing everything they can at this round now. They know they have to win this.
Attackers need to
So why not
locate
take the
and
Monty?
defuse
Just
bomb.
see, maybe you can just brute force your way onto the side with the walking wall.
I'm on the edge of my seat for this round. Both teams have come so far and gone through so much.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
It's incredible. The first two games looked fairly one-sided towards each team, and then this map has been so close.
Keep back. Stay clear.
10 seconds remaining.
We're going up.
5 seconds to go.
Reload! Stay cover, but they're on that wall.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
Deploying back.
Him out with the cafe hold quite aggressively again.
We can see Frantic trying something a little bit different here, obviously expecting Ladon to also do something different. I don't know how prepared they are for the Monty. They have got the Legion and the Echo that will help with that. We'll have to see how well they can deal with this Monty push though. But who knows, maybe Mario is the South African Penguin.
Oh no.
Echo John coming in. It's on the wrong side of the
Direct
door
counter.
though.
Defense is up.
Taking an early kill onto Strider here. Not a great start for Ladon on this round. He doesn't seem to be aware of the member of Ladon that is downstairs though. Yeah, rotating up yellow stairs. Are they aware that he's there? Well, he's just left in the goo mines, I'm assuming so, yes.
If for my pushes, he could get the Monty.
That Ash
And-
is holding the angle though, so Monty is relatively safe. Monty has pushed into the site, but Figure does find Twigs. Doing a 3v1 here. Monty smoking out, but he doesn't have the diffuser, so he can't plant. Ducky managing to down the Ash and save the life of his team of AML, leaving Monty and Sebi here in a 2v1. Monty having to get quite aggressive. Sebi does find Ducky.
Lots of HP taken though. This does not look good for Ladon right about now.
I am Ladon. If I was a member of Ladon right now, I would be terrified. My heart would be racing.
No.
Mario nearly getting taken out there. Sebi on a slither of HP. Can they pull this off? Echo drone coming out. Goo mine gets triggered. That leaves Mario on 1 HP, it looks like. Oh no.
I'm reloading.
These goo mines are going to be the death of Mario, I believe.
Repulsion device planted.
Figure going for flanking, they aren't aware of it. Looking for it. Not sure what Figure's trying to look for there. Mario gets killed and Figure gets the final kill on Sebi.
What a comeback from Frantic!
Comeback from Frantic, and Ladon will be just screaming that they threw that match themselves.
Now, Frantic is off to go play another game tonight. Thank you for coming to our stream. Head over to the Titan main channel. Have some